And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay an early.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Flames will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Myers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking for his man in the middle. Snags it on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They'll go to the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Owls!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over. The Flames sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Finding open areas. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dingle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grant behind the line. It's Dingle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that...
There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Here's a heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Pulls it in. It's Vincent. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Myers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coates. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Floating away, finds some fresh air. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Temple will line up with a first and goal. Trying to surge it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Dingle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Flames headed quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. On a little time, lets it go.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Flames will line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Vincent. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air. It's Meyer. Buys a little extra time. Creates a little room. He's loose on the right. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throws to the back. Who gives a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over. The Flames sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
You really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll move the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Dingle. Runs through the tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Myers. Brought close to the marker, it's Vincent. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Owls will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Snags it over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Flames will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Temple.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st down.